Greetings, good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world, esteemed colleagues, students, and curious minds alike. Let's begin with a simple, uncomfortable question. Are we still preparing students for the world that existed 10 years ago, or the one that's unfolding before our very eyes? Today, I want to invite you to think with me, not just about artificial intelligence or education in isolation, but about the urgent need to rethink what education actually means in an era where machines can already do what many of us once called skilled work. Some of you may still recall the days when we proudly taught the fundamentals of bipolar-junction transistors, and rightly so, it was cutting edge then. But here's the rub. Those who build today's technologies aren't using those same tools anymore. We now live in a world where NVIDIA's Blackwell architecture packs 208 billion transistors on a single chip. These chips are not being made in a garage. They are manufactured using custom-built TSMC-4 processes. This isn't just evolution, it's a revolution. But the pressing question remains, is the academic curriculum evolving at the same pace as industry's demands? There's been a lot of debate about whether students should be treated as customers. Personally, I didn't create those policies. But as long as students are paying, and as long as the CMA guidelines place them in that category, then let us ask, if you walked into a shop and paid for a 2025 smartphone, would you accept a 2012 model and be told it's still fundamentally useful? If you enrolled in an engineering course, would you not expect to understand what return on investment, ROI, means, or how to apply AI in energy systems, or even how LLMs and supercomputers are transforming research workflows? Our responsibility as educators is not simply to preserve knowledge, but to translate knowledge into current value. Now, let's reflect. What does it mean to educate a student today? Are we preparing them for industry, for research, or simply for the next exam? I'll be blunt. The UK education sector is at risk of being overtaken, not because we lack talent, but because we lack time and collective will to adapt. Many academics assume they are up to date, but have they ever trained a model on a real-time dataset? Have they ever deployed a transformer-based agent to automate materials research? Are we still confusing digital literacy with AI fluency? The truth is, nobody has the time anymore, but that's precisely why we must make time. Because the very survival of our institutions as relevant entities depends on our ability to lead, not follow, technological change. What would an AGI University look like? Professors and researchers teamed with AI models that co-pilot education. Students not just submitting essays, but training models, validating results, and understanding what it means to work with machine intelligence, not against it. Assessment models that test adaptive reasoning, design thinking, and ethical deployment, not just memorized facts. Departments that work across silos, engineering with policy, AI with psychology, renewable energy with economics. But ask yourself this: who in your institution is driving this vision? Is there even a conversation about it? I'm not suggesting we throw away human-led learning. Far from it. What I'm saying is, we must reimagine our role as educators. We are no longer knowledge deliverers. We must become knowledge orchestrators. Let me leave you with a few final questions. When was the last time your module specification was reviewed against current industrial trends? Do your students understand how LLMs are being integrated into energy modeling, materials design, financial forecasting? Or is that someone else's department? What happens if we don't adapt? Do we risk becoming irrelevant, not because we stopped caring, but because we stopped evolving? It's not just about updating the curriculum. It's about redefining why we teach, what we teach, and most importantly, how we prepare humans to work meaningfully with intelligent machines. Let's not be afraid to lead. Let's challenge the orthodoxy. And let's give our students not just the past to study, but a future they can truly shape. As always, every minute counts. Thank you. Of course, feedback has always been part of my academic life. It's easy enough to hear excellent feedback after intense hard work in a confined environment, but the true meaning of feedback comes from independent viewers like yourself, what I like to call a human being without unconscious bias. Unless you know you have one, in which case do own it. So please share your comments, likes or dislikes, and feel free to subscribe, or indeed unsubscribe. Either way, your response motivates me. It tells me whether to refine and improve, to leave certain topics well alone, or to explore something entirely new. If there's a subject on which you'd like my critical reasoning or knowledge, simply jot it down in the comments below. It's important for me as part of my self-reflection, and with luck, it will make the next video even better. Cheers! Thank you for your precious time in watching this, and until you see me again, either in your dreams or in reality, take care.